Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to cut a cowling neck dress. Yes, and we are going to look at the easiest way possible. So let's see what we need. We need our markers, we need our fabric, we need a measuring tape, and our ruler. So I must welcome everyone who is on this channel. You must welcome. Yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for always coming here and watching these videos. I don't take it for granted. Yes. Okay. So what we are going to do, my goodness. We are going to start by making a pattern. Yeah, we shall make the pattern without that. Okay. So as always, I'm going to make my starting point. I'll begin from here. This will be my starting point. I'll try to get another marker. So we are going to make a basic bodice. So, and we shall make it without dots, okay? So it will be that simple. I'll make a neckline of 2 inches. Then I'll come down by 10 inches. That's my bust, my waist, and my hip line. I'll just do the same this side. So I'll mark the lines. This marker is not giving. I don't like how it writes. Let me get something else to use. I don't like how it writes. Okay, so I'll use this. So I'm going to make my neckline. I'll make a neckline of 2 inches. 2 inches by 3 inches. Already I indicated that into 2 inches. Let me make 2 by 4 inches. Then I'll mark my shoulder measurement, divide by 4, and come and indicate it also here. The same way we do a basic bodice, that's what I'm doing. It's not any difficult. We do this all the time. So I'll come here just by 1 inch, make a shoulder slope, and connect back to this line. I'll get the half point of this, divide this by 2, and mark. Then you can go in by 0.5 inches. Then you connect this back to this line. Come here and make your bust, divide by 4 plus 1 inch, sewing allowance. Come here and get your waist, divide by 4 plus 1 inch. Come here and get your hip, divide by 4 plus 1 inch. So we don't need that for this. Yeah. So basically, it's like my pattern is done. So I'm going to use this pattern to cut the front and to cut the back. So this is a basic bodice, but without a dart. The sewing allowance I already included it, so no need to add sewing allowance. I always tell you I add here some 0.5 inches for joining allowance. I use my eyes to measure it, and that's it. Okay, so we have this. We are going to use this to cut the front and the back. So we are going to start with cutting the front. I want my my cowrie neck to be in the back. Okay, so I'll cut the front first. So you might choose to cut this on bias or on straight grain. Whatever I choose to do, that is your choice. Yeah, that is up to you. You can choose to do what you want. Okay, it's not a must that you must do this. This is fashion. And if you, in case you haven't subscribed, please be subscribed. Yes, hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when we put up a new video. So I'm going to cut. This piece of fabric is on fold, so we don't need any zip allowance, nothing, nothing we need. Besides this, we just need this pattern, and that's all. So I need to get my piece. So you must make sure you align your fabric so well. As I told you, we don't need any more allowance. Whatever allowance we need, we add it. Okay, so we are going to cut. Let me get bigger scissors. So I'll just roll this. I'll place this roll here, and one thing I can do, I can come in by 2 inches or 1 inch, or just roll it straight. So I'll roll it straight. Want you to see. I'll just take it straight to down. So I'm going to cut. Okay, so it's like our front part is done. We are done with our front part, and we cut it on fold. So this is it. It's on fold, you can see. So I'll fold it and put it aside. Then I'm going to deal with my back part. So it depends if you want a zipper on your back or not, but we are not putting a zipper since this is a cowrie neck. We cannot put a zipper in the back. So what we are going to do, we are going to come on this pattern, and we are going to come down by how much you want your back to show. You might come down as much as you want. You might come down even up to the waistline. That is completely up to you. So, Anisha, how are you? How are you doing? Where are you watching from? So you might come even up to the waistline. That is up to you. You might come a little bit up or down according to what you want. So personally, I'll come to, like, this is 12 inches, 2 inches below the 2 inches below the bust line. This is the under bust line. Yeah, this is the under bust line. So I'm going to cut through this. So since it's the back, there is nothing much to show in the back. Okay, so it's okay. I can go up to the under bust, or even up to the waist if you want that. Okay, you're from Jamaica. Oh, how are you, my sister? How is Jamaica? Thanks for watching. So I'm going to cut at this point. So you can come on this line upper than this, upper, depending on what you want. That is completely up to you. You have the liberty. Yes, you have the liberty to do what you want. It's your dress anyway. Okay, so I'm going to put this straight. I'll put this straight here, and make sure this also is on fold. Okay, so depending on how wide you want your neck to drape is how wide you spread. Okay, if you want a little drape, you you don't spread so much. If you want a wider drape, you spread more. Okay, I hope you understood me. So I want my dress to drape a little bit more, so I'll widen this like this. So I'll arrange like that. Oh, you a dressmaker. That's so beautiful, my dear. Yeah, nice to meet you. So I'm going to do like this, and I'll pin. So it's that simple. It's not so complicated. You just spread the way you want. You can spread even up to here. It depends on what you want. You can extend it. You can do what? Reduce it. You can make it wide. It's up to you. It's up to you. Okay, so I'll use this. So I'm going to get my rule and come here on this line. This is the neckline. I don't know if you're seeing. This is my shoulder line, this, and this is the neckline. So I'm going to come on the neckline, and from this point and cut it across to here. So I'll use this like this, and you can fold your fabric on the top. You can fold it in if you don't want to use facing, or you can use facing. Yeah, you can fold this your fabric into, like, before cutting you can fold it in so that you don't use facing, but you can also use this method. Okay, so that is also up to you. So I'll just come here. This is not going to be equal with the other part because we have not started up here. What do we do? Let me extend it up so that it can be equal. Okay, so I'll extend it up and make sure this line. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do so that it can be, the fabric can be equal with the other one. Hope you don't get lost. I hope you don't get lost. There is nothing different I've done. I've just extended because the other part we cut all the way through down. So I want it to be equal with this part. So yeah, that's it. Anisha, I'll check out your channel and follow you, my dear. Yes, I'll check out your channel and follow you. Okay, so we are going to cut. As I said, I must put this up to down like I did for the first part. So I'm just going to cut. Just follow the same process like okay. Okay, so this is it for the back. Yes, this is it. So this is how our bag will look like, and this is how it is going to drape. And we are going to join the shoulder to shoulder here, and that's it. So the other part is sewing, but if you want your sleeves, if you want a sleeves on this dress, you can put sleeves as well. So let me try cutting sleeves here. So my dear, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Yes, please do subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that when I come live, you'll be notified. Yeah. So I'll cut sleeves. What kind of sleeves should I cut? I even don't know. I don't know. You can like the live as well. Yes. Completely black dress. Yay. Okay. Let's see what we can do for the sleeve. This is on double fold, folded and folded again. So I'll make the sleeve here. And I'll use my free hand. Okay. And in case you don't know how to make a sleeve, you can check out my channel. I have videos on how to make a short sleeve and a long sleeve. So in case you're confused, how did I do it? Just check out. There is a video on this very channel of how to make sleeves. Yeah. So I'll take this as the, let me use this point. So I'll use this as my beginning point. I don't know if the chalk is visible. I'll go down by 4 inches or 5 inches, whatever you want. And again, go down by your bicep line. Let's use 11. Your non-bicep, what's that called? Elbow line. The English is Englishing here. Oh my goodness, forgive me if the English is wrong, eh? It's not my first language. So, you determine how long you want your sleeve to be. So I'll take for 20 what? 23. Okay. Yeah. And this is my sleeve length. In your length, you might add some 2 inches or 1 inch for hemming allowance. So I'll come from here. I'll come here 4 inches and come and divide this line by 2. Yes, and I'm going to make a sleeve cap from here to here. So here you get your bicep measurement, divide it by 2. Okay, so my bicep divide by 2 plus 1.5 inches. I'll take it again. Divide by 2, bicep is what? 14. 14 divided by 2, 7. 7 plus 1.5 inches is what? 8.5. So here you get you, this line is what? Uncle measurement. This one is what? How is this called? I hope you're seeing. I don't know. This line is what? I don't know. That line, you put it here. The measurement is 10 point. It's 11, which makes it 5.5 plus 1. 5.5 plus 1.5 inches sewing allowance. Okay. This was 7 plus 1.5 inches, 8.5. And this was 5.5 plus 1.5 inch, which makes it 7 inches. Okay. Then on the lower part, I want a trumpet effect. I want my sleeve to be wide on the end here on my wrist. So I'll make my wrist wide. So I can make it as wide as I want it to be. So I'll just estimate. So this was 8 inches, 7 inch, 8.5, 7 inches. This will be how many? Let's make it 12. I think 11 will be fine. Okay, 12. So I'm going to get, you can use your free hand. I said there is a point here. I divided this from here to here by 2, and from here to this side by from here to here by 4. So I'll make a sleeve cap here, and I must make sure it connects to this line. So if you are sure your hand can make it well, it's okay. If you're not sure your hand can make it well, you can use this. I do this most times. I do this like this, and when I finish connecting to this midpoint, I change side of this curve and come here and connect to this line. It gives me a good curve. So in case you don't know how to make a good curve, you can use this. Okay, you can use this, no problem. So I'll come in here and then come in here. So I don't want sharp edges here. So what I'm going to do, I'll bring this ruler and try to blend in the sharp. How am I going to do it? Excuse me, how am I going to do it now? I'm asking you. So I'll just do like this. Okay, I'll just use my hand. So this is sort of a trumpet effect. I don't know if you're seeing where the sleeve passes, I don't know, but I hope you followed. So it comes like this from here to here to here, and it makes a trumpet effect. So you can make it more stylish. You can come and carve it any way you want. This is fashion and design. You don't need to copy everything the way it is. So you can make yours a little bit dramatic, a little bit unique. Yeah. So I'll come and cut like this. Okay. And then cut like this. So if you've not, or if you don't have experience in cutting, in making sleeves, you can check your sleeve if it's right here. You have to check your armhole. Armhole is this place. I don't know if you can see me. This is your armhole. Okay, you can check this line. This, mine is 16. So 16, you come here. 16 divided by 2 is what? 8. So you come here and you make your measuring tape stand on this, like this, like this, like this. So mine is 10, the measurement is 10.75. 10.75 times 2 is 10.75 times 2 is what? 21.5. So if I have 21.5, it's okay, because I know my sleeve will fit and leave some small allowance. So if you measure your armhole and come and measure here, and this is smaller than your armhole, there is problem. You have to at least extend this line to make sure it fits and you get some allowance. Okay, I hope you got me, banange. Okay, so this is our sleeve. Our sleeves, yeah, they are two for both sides. So we have our sleeves ready. So you can make your sleeve the way you want. As I told you, fashion sometimes has no rules. So we are done with cutting. Okay, so we have our sleeves and we have our front and back part. So the remaining part is joining our dress and the sleeves together. So I think we shall do that. So first we shall join the shoulder line, okay? Do you have pants to tell you? Yes, my dear, but not so much. I think I have like one. But I'll try to make, yeah. I'll try to make some. I have some on my channel, but most are palazzo pants, not tight pants. Okay, so we are going to join first on the shoulder. I like putting in my sleeves before I join the seams. So after here, I'm going to put my sleeves and then I can join the seams. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, let me thread first. So we shall start with our shoulders. Yeah, our shoulder line. Remember, we left a 0.5 sewing allowance, so you must sew that 0.5. Not more, not less. So whatever allowance you added on the shoulder line is what you sew. You use to sew. This fabric has issues. Sometimes sew and it wrinkles itself, you know. So we are doing this side also. So we are done with joining our shoulders. At this point, you can put a facing on your dress, but I'm not putting on mine. My dear, it matters how your dress looks like on the inside and on the outside. So you finish your dress in a proper way. Yeah, I'll not do that because I'm doing this for illustration purposes. So it's not that it's someone's dress. So I'm going to put my sleeves. So it's important to pin. Very important. You can see this is the middle line, and you must make sure the center is connected to the center like this. So you have to pin all around your sleeve. If you're a beginner and you're not yet sure of how to put this sleeve on in the right way, you can begin sewing from the center here to this side and from the center to this side. Of course, if it's in normal circumstances that we use the different back armhole and the front armhole, the sleeve will be shorter in the front and longer on the back. So that's why we left some sewing allowance there. So that sewing allowance can cover for that space. Okay, if you're a beginner. Or you can pin all the way through this and then just sew from point A to the last point without removing anything. And make sure I pin very well. If you don't pin very well, your sleeve will come out with wrinkles, will come out with what, and so on and so forth. So you have to make sure I pin so well. If you have to pin small portions, it's still okay. Yeah. Okay, so if you're sure you have pinned right, I'm repeating it again. If you're sure, you have to be sure that you pinned right, then you can sew like this. If you're not sure that you pin the right way, then you can start from the center to one point and from the center to the other point. Yeah, still works the same. So to know the center of the sleeve, you notch on it, but here there is a line. I can know that this is the center. So I'll do the same thing here. Pin. This one I will not pin. Let me sew. That one I will not pin all the way. I'll just stand as I'm doing it. Yeah. I'll sew as I observe on that side. So since the sleeve is curvy, you must move slowly, arranging very well, making sure that everything is in place. It's not about speed, it's about your results being good, your sleeve looking good, not wrinkled, not, so you take it slow as you sew. So we are done with one side. As I told you, this fabric has issues, you see. This is plastic bag we use as fabric, but sometimes it wrinkles itself. So you have, when you finish here, you don't back stitch. You leave some space without back stitching, so you can go back and just tie the knot after finishing. So one thing you have to do, if you're dealing with fabric, you have to iron and also to notch this. It helps release the tension on the sleeve because this is a curve. And you must be careful not to cut the lines you sewed. Or you can as well cut off this sewing, trim off this some of the sewing allowance and leave a really small sewing allowance. And one other thing you can do after doing that is you can come this side and stitch in between these lines here, but we shall not do that again. Okay, we are not doing that. So one side is done. We are going to the other side. Okay, so we are going to this side. This one, as I told you, I will not pin. I'll just come from this side to this side, and this side from this side to this side. Yeah, I'm not pinning. Just do it like that. Where is the sleeve? Okay. So I'm getting my sleeve and connecting. This is the center point. I'm connecting it here. So make sure the center is facing the center. And I'm going to take it to one side, then to the other side. So this method works for a beginner. If you're a beginner, this method will be easier for you than doing the whole sleeve pinned. Anyway, it depends on I'll not say this one will be easier because everyone has their preference, but I think it's easier like that. Until you master the pinning technique, you can use this. And also take it slow so that you arrange as you're sewing. So we are done with one side. We are going to the other side. This sewing allowance is really enough. I'll start from here because somewhere I messed up somewhere. Not so much, but a bit. I sewed almost on the edge. So I have to make sure it sticks. as I told you, issues with my fabric, you have to. Okay, so I have to do the same notch. Careful notching. Careful notching, because you might lose the. You might have to sew again because you notched so much. So as you're notching, be careful. Okay. So this is our back. As you can see it, the image will be clearer when I'm putting this on. So we are going to now sew our side seams. I have to emphasize something here. Before you sew your side seams, you must make sure you arrange this, especially this point. You see where the sleeves join? Here, you join the dress to the sleeves. You must pin this place, because most times you can forget to pin here. And when you sew coming from this side, you find out that this part and this part are not in alignment. One part is down and the other part is up. So it is very, very important, more than I've emphasized, to pin this place. And make sure after pinning here, you align this sleeve in a way that it has to balance. That after sewing, everything must be in place. So that's the importance of pinning. If you don't pin, you'll find out that everything is not in order. And you don't want to unrip to sew again. So to prevent all that, do first things first. Pin. Yeah, pin, especially this part. You can mess up with other parts, but this part, pin. So here you will come down, and so as you're going down, yeah, the rest of the part I can sew without pinning. So I'm going to sew like this, going down. Okay. You can leave the pins in as you're sewing. Okay, so you can come and remove your pins and make sure you've finished everything. You've removed every pin, because it doesn't make sense leaving it in and it pierces. Okay, so as I told you, I have to remove this. Okay, okay, so I have to do the same for this part. So we are done. You have to finish all your raw edges. You have to hem your dress. Okay, you do finishing or weaving on this side. You might use a serger or you use a zigzag stitch. Yeah, whatever you decide to use, that is your choice. If you don't have a serger, you have to prepare that beforehand, and maybe so use a French seam, but you have to do that beforehand, because now After this, you cannot do a French seam. So be well prepared. Yeah, know what you're going to do, how you're going to finish, and everything before you start sewing. And cut off, make sure you cut off all the excess, all the threads, excess threads. You have to hem your what? Your hems. Hem your hems. Yeah. So this is how the dress looks like. And you have to use facing here or by a step. But facing works better. I think so. Facing works better. Okay. Yeah, you can also use a rolled seam. You can use a rolled seam. You can sew. First, you can fold and sew like 0. What? Something very small, and then fold again. But all that works. But I think facing on this kind of dress will work better. Yeah, that is my suggestion. So do whatever works for you. Yeah, so we are done. I'll wear this dress, I don't know when. I have a lot of dresses I finished that I've not tried. I tried but I've not put up. So when I get that time, I will try it out and put up the video. So thank you for keeping up with me. Yeah, thank you for watching this live. For everybody who has watched Anisha, and all the people that have watched Anisha, and all the people that have watched have not seen, please like, share, comment, yeah, and subscribe. Above all, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Yeah, so thank you for watching. I love you so much. I cannot even tell you how much I love you. That's how much I love you, because I can't tell how much I love you. So thank you. We are done for today. We meet tomorrow. I don't know what time, but surely tomorrow we shall meet. We shall make a live. So we are done with everything, cutting, sewing. So yeah, that's it. I'll keep my pattern paper in case I need to use it again. I can use it again for another design. So I have to go now, everyone. Thank you for coming. I love you so much. Mwah. Bye bye.